Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this the Closer podcast. And I go by the name of Mr. ESPN. Well, well, well. well. I kind of want to make this like a kind of like an intro video. Um, I really want to start with the Rams and the Panthers um, playing this Saturday, which I'm not ecstatic about being the first game of the weekend. You know, I'm gonna be nervous because we got to get ours out the way first. I was preferring probably a Sunday afternoon game or even Saturday evening. You know, uh, Sucks that we gotta travel. Being we got a 12-5 record, I'm pretty sure the Carolina Panthers are under 500. Uh, but that's something that we just gonna have to keep complaining about till the NFL fixes it. Because I understand. Do you want to make division champions worth something? But when it comes to making a 12-5 team travel to a 8-9 team, that's when it starts to not make no sense. You should be able to be a lock in the playoffs, but you should not be able to host a home game. It makes no sense to me. Um, so we played them in week 13. I think it was week 13. Gotta look that up. And I don't think we brought our defense with us. I'm pretty sure they stayed in LA. Uh, McVay probably got them up and ready to play. I'm not. I can't make it seem like they weren't ready. But for Bryce to have the best game of his career, who would have thought that? I'm gonna raise my hand to that. I'm not talking about the best game of the season. I'm talking about the best game of his career. He scored 2 touchdowns on 4th down. Do I think that's gonna happen this game? Not at all. Not at all. I think the fearsome foursome, the baby, fearsome foursome is gonna take over the game, or if not, affect the game enough to where I don't see Buddy having an impact on the game. But I do think that they're going to try to make him beat us. They're going to load the box. They're not going to let that run game beat us. I can tell you that. And I do think it was a good thing that McVay played his starters in the last week of the season. Matthew Stafford was the NFC Player of the Week. I mean, coming off the game before playing Atlanta, which we were there. Just so happened that we went to the game where Matthew Stafford would have one of the worst games of the season, one of the worst games of Puka Nacua's career. And I mean, that bitch like, I'm trying to tell these Atlanta folks, like, yo, watch 12. Watch 12. They looking at me like, I'm waiting too. I just kept seeing Bijan Robinson run up and down Bijan Robinson. That man had a 93-yard touchdown. That's usually Puka's bag. Not rushing, but that's normally his bag. I waited the whole game. Didn't see it. But that's okay. That's okay. Because that next week we played 3 pretty mid quarters of football. I'm not gonna lie. But going into the 4th quarter and ending the game, we saw Tyler Higbee's impact, and I really think Tyler Higbee is going to be an X factor moving forward. It's probably his last year as a Ram. Probably. Terrence Ferguson didn't dress. I think that's going to be the changing of the guard at that tight end position. Kobe Parkinson, I didn't see this type of season for him. Or Devontae Adams for that reason. they scored a lot of touchdowns, which gotten us to the point where Matthew Stafford not only leads the league in passing yards, but also passing touchdowns. Devontae Adams leads the league in receiving touchdowns. Puka Nacua leads the league in receptions. It was about 70-something yards away from being number one. I mean, but if we really want to have that argument, though, I don't want to make this because I really want to stay on the Carolina LA thing, but I got to get this out. JSN didn't have a running mate. He didn't. Cooper Kupp is a great receiver. Obviously, I miss him, but he would have been number 4 receiver in LA. They didn't have a true number 2. He conceded no targets. None. And played an extra game. And still only beat Puka by 70-something yards. I mean, come on, what are we talking about? Puka's the offensive player of the year. But back to the game. I really think we have to control the tempo of the game. That's where it got out of hand last game. And that's where it could get ugly for the Rams. You start to let them run the ball, pass. Now all of a sudden we're on our heels. I will be watching Emmanuel Forbes Jr. this game. You got a short leash, sir. You got a short leash. We can't have those. Listen, I'm going to pull this nigga out the game myself. You know, we get Q Lake back. Q Lake, we need you, baby. We need you. So I think that defense is going to step up more than they did last week, having our captain back. And definitely better than we played Carolina last game. I'm excited. A bit nervous because it's a 10.5-point spread last time I looked. 10.5-point spread for an away team. I don't think I've ever seen that. I did, and we've been pretty good against the spread this season. It should continue, but this is NFL football. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably chop this up and take some clips out of this, but do we record? So, all right. That's what I wanted to do. I love you guys. I really love you guys. But if we lose, I'm blocking you. I will block every last one of you. Do not call my phone. Don't text me. Don't at me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a press conference. I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to stand on business. The Closer Podcast, baby.